Hi everyone, and welcome to my review of Furious 7, a movie that I've been extremely excited to see for a while now. This has got to be one of the weirdest and strangest franchise to come my way ever, because, you know, I enjoyed the first movie. I did. 2, 3, and 4, I'd be willing to watch again, but I remember not really liking those movies. But in 2011, when Fast 5 came out and just really changed the whole franchise, really put all these great ingredients from those previous films all together in an action film, and I think it surprised fans, it surprised the critics who hated on this series for a long time, and then they went on to love Fast 5 and Furious 6, and now we have Furious 7, which kind of, yeah, I mean, we all knew what was going to happen in this film because of what took place in Furious 6, and the Furious 6 had a really great ending. The last few scenes we've seen is Jason Statham as the brother of the guy that was taken down by the crew in the last movie, and he's like, I'm on my way, I'm going to take care of you, and let's get going. And so now we are into this film. I'm not going to get much into the plot, just let you know that I saw it in IMAX. I think the way you should see a movie like this, not in 3D. I think it's smart that Universal did not put this franchise in 3D, even though it is the biggest film franchise of their entire history. It's the one that makes the most money for them, and you know, we're gonna see 9, 10, I don't know when they're gonna stop, until they're all not around. So with this film, what is happening here? What is going on? Is it exciting? Does it lead up and get you to care about this franchise even more thanks to what has happened in the past previous movies? I love this film. I emphatically enjoyed this movie a lot. I enjoyed Fast 5. I know for a lot of people that it's probably the best one out of this series and just reignited the whole franchise. And then Fast 6 came out, and I was just like, wow, I can't believe they topped what happened in Fast 5, and they made a better film. For me, that's what they did with this one. They took all the amazing ingredients and added some more sugar, some more pepper, some more salt to the mix, and incorporated all these other action stars to top what happened in the last film. It's going to be really hard to top what's in this movie. I hope they can come up with something, because there are so many exciting action sequences, and you get to see new action characters that have little cameos or kind of are put in the beginning of the movie, near the beginning, and then near the end. It was great to see the great cast that we've all known over the years, that include Vin Diesel and Paul Walker and Ludacris and Tyrese Gibson, and of course a female cast, Michelle Rodriguez, and the one actress that I don't know, Brewster, I forgot her name, Brewster, something like that. So we get to see everybody that comes back from the previous films, everybody that's around. And we got some other great people in the mix. We've got Kurt Russell. We got the guy from Akbak, Tony J, I think his name is. And the girl that just won the UFC fighting, Robsy, whatever her name is. She makes an appearance in the movie as well. And one of the other villains in the film, Jason Statham, is not the only villain in this movie. We also have another villain. The guy who was from Amistad is also another villain in the film. But anyways, how was the action? Well, there are 3 major action set pieces in this film. I'm not going to go in great detail. Don't want to spoil anything in this review. I just want to say that those action sequences, some of them you do see in the trailer, are some of the best I've ever seen in my entire life. And to my surprise, I was kind of hesitant, even though I was really excited, that this film was going to be taken over by James Wan, who's known for doing more low-key horror films. After this, I would love for James Wan to quit making horror films, especially the horror movies he has been working on, because he's really just destroyed some of the whatever. Not a fan. But after watching this, I would like to see him do more films in the action world, especially Fast 8. I don't know who's doing Furious 8 right now, but if James Wan is doing, I know he's doing Conjuring 2 because that made a lot of money. But I would rather see James Wan not do Conjuring 2, which I know he's doing, and do Fast 8 instead. I think he's a great director. He shoots this film very well. You can see everything. I never felt lost. Everything felt right into place. Everything came together so perfectly. You can see all the action that's happening. when there's this big elaborate action sequence at the end, which I'm not going to go in detail, where everybody's kind of involved. You see everything, you have a chance to associate with this, what's going on, associate with that. Yes, is this movie a turn your brain off kind of movie? Yeah, you could say that, of course. If you think about the plot too hard, it's convoluted. If you think how people survive everything that happens in the film, yeah, you're gonna, but if you don't like the Fast and Furious movies, you shouldn't see this movie anyway. But if you are a fan, if you've swallowed all this and have accepted all this, then you should see this film and support this movie. Of course, this is going to be a big and exciting action movie. It's going to, a lot of people are going to see it because definitely, and they should, that it is a very fitting tribute to Paul Walker. And I'm really happy that it was. I think the filmmakers did a great job incorporating family members of him and other special effects from previous films, other footage from previous films, Fast and Furious movies, to make him be a part of this film. And I don't want to go in detail on what happens to his character, but all I will say, as a fan of this series, though I've been up and down with this series, I'm a huge fan after especially the last 3 films. I just felt like this was not only one of the best action adventure American films in the action world to come along in a long time, but also a very fitting and respectful tribute to actor Paul Walker. I was kind of worried about that. I didn't know how it would all work out, but after watching the film, and you know, it's kind of nice. You can go see an action movie, and I know because of the subject matter and what's happened in real life, it's really hard not to see some of the footage and what happens, especially near the end, and not cry. So I will say right now, I cried a few times while watching this movie, and I think it is for the right reasons. But again, you know, we're here for the action. Of course, everybody's here for the action. They want to see it all go down, and everybody's utilized. I forgot Dwayne Johnson's in this film. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. I hope he's a part of this franchise for a very long time. I hope everybody is a part of the franchise for a long time, and I think the spirit and the memory of Paul Walker will be a part of this franchise forever. I think they'll always incorporate him somehow, and I really hope they do, whether it's through a picture or some sort of other means that they can do with filmmaking. I just had a blast with this movie. It was a great action movie. It was completely entertaining. The movie looked great. It was shot well. I liked the story. I liked all the setup. It all meant meaning. And for some reason, it felt like this was Fast and the Furious meets James Bond. We had a great villain. We had a couple of great villains. And then we're also traveling the globe. There's many locations this film travels to, and everything's shot so beautifully, and just a lot of tender and loving care went into this action movie, and I really appreciate it as a fan. My expectations are definitely high for Fast 8, 9, and 10. I don't know if they'll ever be able to top this film for me, but that's okay. It's all right, because I just, it's just amazing that this little franchise that started in 2001 is now just becoming one of the greatest American action franchises in the history of the world. So congratulations to them. Congratulations in making, in my opinion, the best Fast and Furious movie yet. We'll have to see what happens next, but I love this film. I see the problems. Yes, there are issues. I see them there, but they really didn't bother me. I honestly just don't care, because everything's gelled so well together and came together so beautifully for an action movie, especially in America. We're falling down in the action world when it comes to American cinema, and I think this is an amazing return to what is capable in America with action movies. So in the comment box below, of course, you've seen this film, whether you were excited about it or not. You probably saw it to pay respect to Paul Walker. But in the comment box below, let me know how you felt about the movie. Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Did you feel it was very moving film because of the tribute of Paul Walker? So in the comment box below, please share your feelings. I'd really like to know. And surprise, surprise, I am going to give, I might get a few, you know, I can't believe you did that from what I'm about to say right now, but for me, one of the best action movies of 2015, one of the best films of 2015, and I'm gonna give Furious 7, I'm gonna give it 4 stars out of 4. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.